This is a WCVB Channel 5 editorial. Speaking on behalf of the editorial board, WCVB President and General Manager Andrew Vreese.
It is tempting to ignore President Trump's recent threat to strip Massachusetts of its World Cup soccer games in 2026. Mind you, the host cities have been locked into legally binding contracts since 2017. Tickets have been sold. And then there's the simple fact that the President of the United States simply doesn't have the final say over the scheduling of international soccer matches. But to ignore the president's threat would be to overlook his tight relationship with the president of FIFA, to dismiss the president's power to mislead the public about crime and public safety in Boston, and to downplay FIFA's comment that safety and security are obviously the government's responsibility. It would also normalize the president's use of his authority to intimidate public officials should they put up any resistance to his agenda. Of course, Boston has public safety problems, and we should never paper over them. Mayor Michelle Wu often waves away concerns and criticism about crime in Boston, declaring it, quote, the safest major city in America. She's right. Homicide hit a record low last year, but drive through the Mass and Cass neighborhood and witness the desperate daily impact of addiction and crime. And we can't dismiss that the president's comments were prompted in part by a pre-dawn large-scale takeover of a street corner in the South End, complete with attacks on marked police cruisers. The city has work to do before residents in every neighborhood can declare that they feel safe. And yet to suggest, as the president did, that criminals are taking over parts of Boston is just silly. President Trump is simply ticked off that the progressive mayor of a Democratic city opposes his policies on immigration and just about everything else. The same goes for the Democratic governor of Massachusetts. And the president is not just using the levers of federal government to try to get his way, he is inventing new levers that previously did not exist.
Send comments to editorials at WCVB.com.